How's it going, guys? It's Harrison. I don't know why I almost messed up saying my own name there. Um, you can't tell from my wallpaper. Can you tell from basically this is coming out on May the 4th. It's Star Wars Day.
I should have customized a bit, shouldn't I?
Yeah, but I have a Star Wars thing up there, like Revenge of the Sith poster and Darth Vader one. But I'm wearing a Star Wars jumper.
I'm wearing a Coca-Cola jumper.
That was very, very Star Wars. But it's obviously I'm John McConnor. You can see I'm John McConnor. John McConnor most weeks. We took a little break, didn't we?
Yeah. Because we
illness. Then my internet was down for a week, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just love getting older.
It was genuinely a series of unfortunate events. There we go. I can speak. But today we're doing our Star Wars ranking. Obviously, the last episode I think we done was our MCU ranking.
Yep.
And that was very, very long.
Yeah, I don't think it will be as long.
No.
I might talk a bit more about it than you. I don't know, but like the Marvel one went on for crazy long.
Yeah,
I watched it all, and you could tell when we're starting to get tired.
Yeah, you could tell when I'm just like,
like we got our final two, and I started like slurring my words, like I'm going Champions League spot, and like I acted like a proper cock.
Well, yeah, it's because we filmed it late as well, didn't we? Like it was one I don't think we knew was going to take as long as it did.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
the
discussion we had.
Yeah, we had very different. I don't think we got a single one the same, did we?
No, but we both had like Thor Ragnarok quite low.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's not Marvel. It's Star Wars this week. We're not including the Clone Wars film. We were talking about this just before we started recording. It's basically just like 4 or 5 episodes of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But if that is your favorite Star Wars movie, that is absolutely fine. By the way, like if people out there,
no, it's not.
No. If I'm saying for other people, yeah, if they enjoy that as their favorite Star Wars movie, you go with that. You row that boat.
Discord is going off. Of course, as soon as I start recording, Discord starts going off. But yes, so 11 films in like what, an hour? Like we'll try and.
I've got a feeling this won't be as long, but it will go for quite long.
Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, we're doing what we've done last time. Like I'll say the 11th, and then my 10th.
I say, yeah. Oh well, you say your 11th. I'll say my 11th, then 10th, then you say 10th, then your 9th.
Okay. Right. Okay. So number 11, I think this is a lot of like a common one. I would say is the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
I think it is very slow paced at the start.
Yeah, fair.
The story's good, but I genuinely think the final battle saves this movie.
Yeah.
Because like, I know it's nostalgic for certain people, and I know with the sequels it's the exact same for me. It's nostalgic, but like, it's just a bit slow, and the acting's not the greatest. And this is no hate to the actors. Like the kid actor that played Anakin, he did a good job for what he had, but it probably wasn't the greatest performances. But I will say I enjoyed it. I think Darth Maul's cool in it. I think the name's really cool. I like the idea of the Phantom Menace. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I love how we see Anakin as a kid, knowing what he turns into. It's quite scary, to be honest. Well, I don't have much to say. Like it's the bottom of my list, but I would definitely watch it. It's not like I'm not going to say no, I won't watch it. Although Jar Jar Binks does get on my nerves.
We're not a big monster. Coming in at my 11th is different to yours. It's Rise of Skywalker.
Right, that's understandable.
And I know a lot of people like this film. Well, a smaller amount of people do genuinely like this film. I know a lot of the vocal negativity around Star Wars is really aimed at Rise of Skywalker.
I think what's a shame about this movie is that people are scared to say that they like this movie because of how hated this movie can get sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, this is our opinion. At the end of the day, if you don't agree with our opinion, that's completely fine. But there's no if you don't agree with someone's opinion, there's no need to be a cunt about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Rise of Skywalker. I went to a midnight showing of this film,
Mhm.
and midnight, I liked it. I did enjoy it, and I can watch it, but it's one of those films I wouldn't choose to watch again. The only time I would ever watch Rise of Skywalker is if I was doing a Star Wars marathon, a
Yeah.
rewatch of Star Wars. I wouldn't choose to do it any other way. Um,
If I
but
could give it like some criticism, I would say it's not the most thought of movie. Like it's like very crammed together,
yeah,
and like some of the scenes feel a bit out of place. But
it does feel like they've kind of realized like, oh shit, we need to wrap everything up.
yeah,
And it kind of like got a little bit messy. Like Poe got a whole like got some character development that just was kind of like okay, like he was a
yeah,
spice runner or something. I don't know.
yeah. Spice Runner.
Um, like it just came out of the blue, and it was just a bit like, well, oh, it was like they were sat there writing the film. They're like, we need a reason for them to get to a
Yeah,
certain place to do a certain thing. Oh, we'll make a character that has been a pretty solid character already throughout the first two films, and just give him a whole different like character development sort of
mhm.
trajectory in this film. Um,
I still
but yeah,
think like Poe Dameron is probably one of the best characters throughout the whole trilogy.
yeah. I mean, Oscar
At
Isaac is a badass.
That's true. At the very end of Rise of Skywalker, when you see Finn and Poe working together, that's such a cool
Mm,
thing. And like obviously they've been bouncing off each other since the first movie and like the seventh movie, sorry. And like to finally see them work together, to see how the good chemistry that Oscar Isaac and John Boyega have, I
yeah,
think there's definitely some outstanding acting performance. Well, I wouldn't say outstanding. I would say the good acting performances. I think Adam Driver always tends to do a good show, no matter what it is, and
yeah.
I think he can really capture emotion pretty well.
Adam Driver is an actor where he always just act like he always kills a role. But
Yeah.
yeah. My number 10 is Phantom Menace.
Alright.
Um, I think it's just because maybe it's nostalgia. I despise the nostalgia argument. I think judging someone for liking or disliking a film purely based on nostalgia is a bullshit argument, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Um, but again, yeah, this film's not good. Like you said, it's very dragged out. It's quite boring, in my opinion. The pod racing and the final fight are what saved, like between the
Mhm.
Jedi's and Maul.
I do think Qui-Gon was a very good part of it as well.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah,
the
like
acting not
that's
good.
what
Like,
saves it.
if I'm being honest, this is like a kind of with the actor. Liam Neeson can either have a really good role or a really bad role, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
he's very hit or miss, I think.
And I think he was okay in this. There was a few scenes where I was thinking, could we have got someone better as Qui-Gon? Could we not have?
Mm,
It's I think he's a very good Jedi. I love the character he is, and like the character in Master and Apprentice book is
mm.
really good because you see loads more of Qui-Gon. Why he's not in the Jedi Order, but I don't know if someone like Liam Neeson would fit that. It fits that role. Personally, since we've seen it's been like how many years now? Since like 23 years.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
It's been like 23 years. We can't change it now. Same as we can't change the sequels. That's the whole point. You don't if you don't like something in it, don't be huffy about it. So I don't really like Qui-Gon. I don't really like Liam Neeson in this, but
Yeah,
we'll have to move on.
that's fair. That's fair. Well, sure, 10.
My 10th is Solo. I absolutely love this movie if I'm not doing a rewatch.
Okay.
I love it just to sit there and not, even though it is Star Wars, just thinking about it as a cool, just relaxing family movie, and just like
It's a
it
good
gives
casual watch.
it's a good for lore as well, hearing about what Darth Maul's been up to. Um, that's about it. Han Solo's cool. They've casted a good Han Solo. I think the person they casted was excellent.
Mm.
I think seeing
Oh,
Kira was cool, and obviously people thought she was going to be in Book of Boba Fett. I
mm.
think she will be in Mando season 3. I think there's a future for the characters for sure.
Yeah.
she was, how old was Kira? Would you say in like Solo, early 20s,
Ooh,
late 20s?
similar age of as Han Solo. I don't know how old he's meant to be in that.
I think he's like 30, Han Solo, because I know he's like a good 10 years older than Luke as well as the actors
Yeah,
are. So probably like early 30s, maybe mid 20s.
yeah.
So there's plenty of future, but it's just like if you don't know anything about Star Wars, you know like the basics like Han Solo, now just go watch the movie. So it's fine and just ignore them.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I do agree. Um, with Solo, obviously we'll get a bit more onto my opinion of Solo
Mhm.
later on when we get to mine. But yeah, no, you covered it quite a fair bit. What's your 9?
My ninth is Attack of the Clones. I love this movie again, but it just it's the prequels. I love the prequels, but they're my least favorite trilogy for a reason. Like they don't feel obviously they've got a great collective story, but they just aren't the greatest like storytelling wise, unless it's not about Anakin.
Yeah,
I know Anakin was the center of attention for the prequels and the original trilogy, but I think we
you
could have had
needed
a
you
better
needed
arc.
something else on top
Yeah, I
of it.
mean, I think that's what they tried to do with the clones, and I absolutely love the clones, but they needed the Clone Wars to make that movie a bit better, I would say.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There's
Um,
nothing bad about it. Like again, I think the lightsaber duels are fantastic.
my 9 is Solo.
Nice, nice, nice.
I do think it's probably one of the most underrated films.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it, but like you said, it's the least Star Wars feeling Star Wars film.
Mhm.
And I think that's why it's very hit or miss with people because people either like the fact that it's different or people hate the fact that it's different. Um, but yeah, no, like I said, you covered a lot of it. I do share your opinions with it. Um,
The
it's a
one thing
very
that
it's a
was
very good casual watch. Sorry.
the one thing that was strange about Solo is that it came out in May and the
Mm,
rest all came out in December. I don't know what they would do in there. They can do what they want in the movies. Like I'm fine with that, but like just
yeah,
it felt a bit off. I was planning on doing it like the day before Christmas. The 2 days before Christmas. I would go watch the Star Wars movies. But now, like when we went to go see Solo, it was just weird.
yeah. Yeah, no, I completely get that. Like we said, it's a very good casual watch, isn't it? It's like
Mhm.
if it was on TV and there was nothing else on, I'd stick it on and watch it. Like,
Mhm.
but yeah, if someone said to me, watch a Star Wars film, it wouldn't be one I jump to watch.
But like I obviously won't gatekeep it, and like I will not want to gatekeep it. I wouldn't like go, oh, I'm never watching this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm refuse this to be canon because Disney made it. No, I'm not like that.
Mm. But yeah, my number 8
Okay,
is Force Awakens,
okay, okay.
and I feel like that's probably going to be quite high up your list. Um, and my reasoning for it is like I enjoy it, but it's just I watch it. I'm thinking like this is just A New Hope.
Yeah.
Like everything about pretty much everything about the film is just feels like A New Hope to me, and I feel like that's quite it's kind of like it's like it doesn't feel although it is like original like few original characters like Finn, Ray, um, and that it still doesn't feel like the story doesn't feel original because the key aspects of the story are literally from the first Star Wars film we ever got.
Mhm.
Um, but again, obviously, I can tell like you disagree with me, which I mean is fair enough. I just again, it's one of those films where I'd happily watch this film, like, but it's like when I look back at it, I'm like, it's just not that good. Like a lot of the scenes just feel very empty. And yeah, it feels very, very reliant on bringing like on making the fans feel like and be like, hey, look, that's that character from the old films. That's how it feels to me. Um,
What I
whereas,
didn't, what I don't like is that Harrison Ford, he doesn't. I wouldn't say he doesn't care about Han Solo, but he just doesn't have the effort about Han Solo. I think he could have done a bit of better acting performance, and I know he wanted to get killed off straight away. So I just
Yeah, I mean that didn't kill it for me, like that performance, but it just
mm,
felt like they focused too much on trying to rekindle all of like the old fans,
mhm.
um, and kind of forgot about bringing in new fans with new characters. And I genuinely think that's probably an aspect of why people dislike Ray so much because she was in a way tossed aside whilst also being the main character. It sounds very, very complicated, but in my head, it makes sense. Oh shit! I've just dropped my phone.
I do think what we got with Ray in that movie was good enough to say what is actually going to happen next. Like what?
It was, yeah, yeah, it was good, but I wish there was a little bit more
Mhm.
on it. But yeah,
Right, is it me saying mine now?
your eighth, yeah.
My eighth is The Rise of Skywalker. I've just recently rewatched it, and I think it's
Mm.
good to watch. It's just everything seems jumbled up. Like
Yeah,
there's a few scenes which I'm like, shouldn't that be there? Why does that happen? I don't know what it is about this movie, but I feel weird when I watch it. Do you know when you have that like strange feeling when you finish a show?
yeah.
Like I had that throughout the whole thing. I think it's because of the thing, knowing it's the end of the Skywalker saga. I think I wanted
Mm.
something crazy to happen. And honestly, I will say the best thing in that movie is hearing all the Jedi speak to Rey.
Yeah,
That was cool. And I've got to say, the emotion in that movie is good. Me thinking Chewbacca was going to die, holy hell, in
that
the
broke my
cinema.
heart because I love Chewie.
In the cinema, I screamed. Good job, it was only me, as normal. But like, I screamed, and knowing that he was safe was cool. I think
Yeah,
Richard E. Grant's character was really cool. I support Richard E. Grant all the way, anyways. So
yeah.
I just think it's a decent movie, and a bit like Solo, I would definitely rewatch it again and like stick it on. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend it to people if they just want a casual watch, because I recommend watching all the movies
Yeah.
because this one is the end. But I think the only thing, like criticism I have sequels is how they've treated Luke. Not in The Last Jedi. I love Luke in The Last Jedi. I think it's cool. But I think I know there's a shift in character and all, but like in The Rise of Skywalker, he's completely
What
different.
walk at?
I was trying to go proper Geordie there as well. In The Rise of Skywalker, he's completely different to The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I know he comes back in the end of The Last Jedi to Crate and gives the Resistance hope, but I still think it was only like a year after. I don't know.
Mm.
It's a bit of a shit thing to say, but like, could we just have Luke being a bit grumpy still? I wouldn't mind him being grumpy
Mm.
because like loads of people say don't fight. Or was it like what was it? Don't fight after fighting or something?
Yeah.
I really like that saying, and I think what Luke done was give them hope, but he didn't want to be a part of it because he feels like whatever happens, he feels like it's always going to be on him.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I do enjoy this movie. I think there's some good bits about it. I really wish we saw more of R2D2 in this movie. I know he had a big role with Princess Leia at the end,
Yeah.
but I would like to see R2D2 just being treated better as a whole, to be honest.
That's fair.
I don't really think I have much to say. Like, I think it was a bit weird having General Hux as the spy.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be some cool thing like maybe, actually, I wouldn't say Kylo, like, or just like someone that you wouldn't expect, be it like Captain Phasma is still alive or something.
Mm.
But
That's fair. What's your seven?
my seventh, this is very unpopular. I'm gonna get hated for this. Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
I personally think Anakin makes me feel so uncomfortable in that movie. I struggle to watch it. He's so moany, and it makes me feel like he's such a chad, and it makes me feel so uncomfortable. I hate it. That's the one thing I hate about it, is how whiny he is,
Yeah.
and it makes me feel weird. I think what saves this movie is the last half an hour from Order 66 all the way, actually no, from Mace Windu getting betrayed by Anakin all the way up to the very end. That is beautiful Star Wars. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Shows you great leading into the original trilogy, gives you enough backstory and enough to go forward with your own stories.
Mm.
I just generally don't think it's that good. I think Ewan McGregor is one of the best characters throughout the whole of the prequels, and he, I wouldn't say carried that movie, but he made that movie what it is. His acting was fantastic when he had to fight Anakin.
Yeah.
But I just don't enjoy it as much as the other movies because they make me feel a different kind of way. This movie was just a bit, oh, we know what's gonna happen, but how is it gonna happen?
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I get
I
that.
wish I liked the movie more because it used to be my favorite movie, but when you start to watch it, it ain't the greatest acting wise, I would say either. Like obviously the last 45 minutes, like I said, good acting, but then just like I feel like it was weird, like just the way Samuel L. Jackson was acting at times. I think what's his name, Ian McDermott, felt a bit off. I think, like I said, Hayden Christensen just felt a bit meh. And I know, like I said, I'll get a lot of shit for this. I'm just gonna say it's a good movie.
Mm.
Just I wouldn't pick that straight away to rewatch it.
So the whole time you were doing, I've just been looking at my list and just thinking like how different it is going to be.
Yeah, I feel like we'll probably get one that might be the same.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, all right, okay.
Really, I don't. So my seventh
Uh-huh.
is I know one you're gonna really hate
Oh no.
is Rogue One. And I enjoy this, but this is gonna feel very, very contradictory. But I'm not I don't like when prequels put their characters. No, that's not because that's just so contradictory. Because I love the prequels. Like, I'm just a hypocrite if I say that. But like, I'm not a fan that they just like they tried to make it emotional that these characters, when we're meeting for the first time, just get blown up. It's really weird, but it is contradictory because I love the prequels.
I don't think I found Rogue One as a crazy emotional when they all died. I think the find of it being emotional in the fact that they're willing to do this for just
Yeah, maybe that's probably a better way for me to put it. Like I didn't find it emotional. Like
like it's just a slight chance that they think they're gonna succeed and they're willing to put their whole bodies on the line.
like it's my issue with Black Widow. Like you can't put Black Widow in a position where she like you think she's gonna die to like the point where it like she's like super close to death. It's very very weird. Like I can't word it correctly because it is very contradictory, and I know it's contradictory because I love the prequels.
I'm just gonna take my hoodie off one sec, so I won't be
like
you.
just wait for kind of it's taken off the Coca-Cola.
How
Like
was that?
it's very contradictory because it's like me saying I hate the fact that they put Obi-Wan in like a near-death situation fighting Darth Maul. But it's like I don't mind that. It's just when it's done well, and I think this film, for me personally, I find it a little bit like it's really unnecessary. This film is ridiculously unnecessary.
Mhm.
It doesn't really add anything to to the universe, whereas Solo. Sorry.
I think this would definitely be good if it was a book. I know there is a prequel to this, but if it was a book or a comic, this would be
Yeah.
better. And when I was rewatching it a few days ago, I was like, this could definitely make it as a TV show, like a Disney Plus show. I think if this was made a few years later, it definitely would have been a show.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. To be fair, that's probably like the best way to put it. It doesn't add anything to the point where it would have been better as like a comic or something like that. Whereas Solo adds a lot to the universe. Obviously, it takes some aspects from Clone Wars and puts it in, but it just expands it a bit more. It expands like the whole like bounty sort of situation and stuff like that. I think
what was cool about Rogue One, we do get a bit of lore in the sense we know that there was different levels of stormtroopers. There was the planet where the planet, sorry, where you could get the Death Star plans was there. You finally saw Darth Vader's castle, which gave me chills throughout the whole of that movie.
Mm.
Hearing James Earl Jones, wow,
James Earl
James,
Jones.
yep, that guy. Hearing him speak through as Darth Vader again was incredible. Well, I'll say it again. I haven't seen him in the original trilogy, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like it's hard because it gives us one of the best, if not the best, Darth Vader scene of all time.
oh, he's so good.
But yeah, this film just it feels. I watch it and it just feels empty to me because it's like it's so unnecessary. Like it doesn't expand the universe, and it doesn't do anything for the universe. Like it,
Mhm.
you could watch every single Star Wars film, including Solo, but you could miss out Rogue One
You
and
definitely could. I just think
not miss anything.
again. I think if you forget about the stuff, I think this movie looks again really good.
Hmm.
The planet they fight on. Oh, I should know what this planet's called that they fight on to get the Death Star
Scarif,
plans.
innit? Is it Scarif?
I think it might be. That's what I was thinking of. Scarif. They were fighting on that, and it was such a trench warfare, cool movie. They're willing to put their bodies on the line, and like Chirrut Emwe is one of my favorite characters in that movie.
Hmm.
And if you read the Guardians of the Will manga or book, it's absolutely incredible, and you find out why he believes in himself more. It's really good.
But yeah, that's just the reasoning why.
Yeah.
My number 6, again, I feel like you might dislike as well. Is The Last Jedi. I feel like I've already said your top 3. But I think this I don't like this film. It genuine. I kid you not. A few months ago, it would have been bottom.
Mhm.
The whole Canto bite. I just find myself like when I first watched this, I found myself getting a little bit annoyed by this film because it was like I was just like, what the like. This is when I first watched it, and bear in mind, when did this film come out?
2017.
2017. So how many years ago is that? 5 years ago. I was 15, 16 when it
God.
came out.
Oh god.
I just walked out and I was like, I fucking hated that film. Like it was terrible. I really didn't like Rose. I didn't mind the actress, like she did a good job and all. I will never attack the actress for the role they did, or the role they have done. Is the better English. I just found this film boring. I didn't enjoy like a lot of it. I found it very, very lackluster, to be honest. I like it now. It's my favorite of the sequels now, because I think I've matured and I appreciate it a little bit more. Like
It's a completely different movie. I will say it's
and
very
it's similar, yeah, similar to Solo. It is very different to what other Star Wars films. And for me, as much as I enjoy it, like something about it still feels a bit off. It's like it wants to be better, but it's being held back. It's
That's what
like
I feel like with Rise of Skywalker.
like it's pushing so it's so close to being great in my opinion, but it's like it's also being held back. It's really like for me personally, I know people love this and put this at the top of their lists and everything. I think Choco does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And to be fair, he's one of the main reasons it like I appreciate this film a bit more, but I watch this film and I can understand the good parts of the film. I can see the good parts and say, yeah, no, that is good. That is a good part of the film. But when you're ranking, the main point of like the ranking is based on your enjoyment of the film, and I just don't enjoy it. Like I can know a film's good and not enjoy it. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
Morbius, world class. Didn't enjoy it. Well, that's a lot. I enjoyed Morbius. It was world class, greatest film ever made. Better than the whole MCU, better than all of Star Wars. Literally the greatest film ever made. You think I'm lying, but I'm being true. Like
The man's not stuttering.
what's your 6?
The 6th is A New Hope. I don't actually enjoy this movie as much as I want to. I think the original trilogy feels so slow to me. which again I like. I don't mind. I think they've got really good characters in this. They probably have my favorite batch of characters. We'll say.
Okay.
I just find it's definitely not the greatest of movies and it's not the worst of movies. It's like middle. If I had the Clone Wars movie, it's the middle.
Yeah.
So I just feel like this movie. Obviously, we've got to respect it. Without this movie, we couldn't have anything. We wouldn't have Star Wars. I just feel like this movie isn't as good as the other two.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something off about it, and I don't know if it's because was it Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi filmed like within a year of each other because of Mark Hamill's accident?
Probably then. Yeah.
But like this movie just feels completely different. I know the comics make this movie better
Mm.
because coming in with no context, if you watch that movie first, you have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, but people did.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like if you watch it and you don't start with the Phantom Menace, which a lot of people did, obviously because they came out first.
Mm.
It makes sense the way we watch it now from the Phantom Menace. And do you like this is quite a side topic, but do you like that they released 4, 5, and 6 first?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Like yeah, it would have been cool to have got 1, 2, and 3, but I think 1, 2, and 3 really, really excel because they were released later.
Yes.
Um, with like, because imagine how dead that Battle of Mustafar would have been with like old, like a New
Oh,
Hope level CG and like stop motion.
yeah, that's true.
Like it just
Yeah,
wouldn't have worked.
and New Hope just feels a bit boring. Not in a sense that they haven't got good bits in it. Every movie that we've ranked so far has got great bits in it. Like the whole Death Star blowing up and the Obi-Wan Kenobi scene with Darth Vader, that was really beautifully done.
Mm.
Without both of them knowing what happened in the third movie,
Yeah.
they done it really well. I just feel this thing about it. I don't like Han Solo in this movie. I like him in the other two movies. Like I like him in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I just feel like he's a bit of a. I don't want to sound like I'm a horrible person yet, but he just feels like he's a bit of a dick.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
So yeah, I would say In New Hope. Do I say my fifth now?
Yeah.
My fifth's Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Return of the Jedi has one of the most. I won't say boring actually. Just one of the most longest intros ever. Like the whole opening on Tatooine with Jabba the Hutt, I think it just takes a bit too long. It could have easily been
Okay.
it could easily been shortened down.
Yeah.
I think finally not seeing sand like Anakin doesn't like sand. I didn't like sand by the end of that freaking whole scene. It was just seeing that and like
Don't like so.
I don't want to go crazy political or whatever I will say or crazy into this, but I don't like the way George Lucas treat the females in his movies. I think what he done with Princess Leia, I don't know if you heard about what she said about what happened with her in New Hope.
No.
He said that just how she's wearing the white suit when Luke comes to save.
Mm.
Uh, they were saying that because she had no bra, and they were saying that George Lucas believes that in space you don't have bras, and that the only way they would make her look good is in Return of the Jedi, they'd make her wear something skimpy. So knowing the context of that, I just feel like it's a bit. It's just, well, I wouldn't say disgusting. It's just a bit disgusting. Yeah, I would say disgusting actually.
Yeah.
But Return of the Jedi, I watched this yesterday. I cried my eyes out once again. Seeing the from Endor, like the unknown come to help the rebellion
Mm.
defeat the stormtroopers was so cool. Luke was so cool in this movie. Palpatine's Palpatine. He annoys the fuck out of me, but he was cool. Darth Vader was amazing. I think Darth Vader was probably my favorite character in that movie.
Yeah.
And seeing him come back to the light after watching all the movies before that was great.
Fair enough.
I think there's definitely bits I can make it better. I would definitely make the beginning bit a bit quick paced.
That's fair. No, I get it. I get it. Um, my fifth is my guilty pleasure when it comes
Mhm.
to Star Wars, and it's Attack of the Clones.
Oh, all right.
And I know a lot of people will fucking like they'll want me on like they want me burned at the stake for putting
Yeah.
it this high. Um, but I just love this film. I don't know why. I just watch it and I just enjoy myself. Maybe it's because I know it's so bad. I just enjoy it. Like it's just a guilty pleasure. Like I
Mm.
know it's not a perfectly written film. I know it's very, very cheesy at points. Um, I love everything on Camino with Obi-Wan.
Oh, same.
Like this is like I love what Obi-Wan looks like in this as well. It's something about it. I love Dex, even though he has like one scene. Um, I just love it. I love everything. It just feels it's like a space exploration, and it's the one where they kind of take a bit of focus off Anakin and focus on like the Jedi,
Mhm.
and I really enjoy it. Like Obi-Wan going to Camino, finding the clones and stuff like that. Um, Battle of Geonosis, I love, and just everything. Like it's a guilty pleasure. I love this film. I know it's not great, but every time I watch it, the start's a little bit iffy.
Mhm.
I think takes a little while to get going. But as soon as it gets going, in my opinion, I absolutely love it. Like Obi-Wan's my favorite Star Wars character of all time.
He's a very cool
Um,
character. Yeah.
and just seeing it extend,
Are you excited for Kenobi show?
I am beyond excited. Yes, I'm really, really excited. But yeah,
I recommend you ordering a comic before it comes out. I recommend you ordering Tales from Obi-Wan's Hut or something. I think it's called.
okay.
It's like a hut he has on Tatooine, and he writes in this journal, and you'll see all of his memories and all, and when he talks to Qui-Gon, and
Uh,
how Bobby will in the Kenobi show.
okay. But yeah, that's my number five, Attack of the Clones. My
Right.
number four is one I personally like, obviously this is hyperbole, it's exaggeration. Find it a bit criminal if it's not in your top four. So someone come and arrest Connor because it's A New Hope.
Oh God damn.
Like obviously it's an exaggeration. If you don't like the film, you don't like the film. I completely get why. But I just feel like it's just like it's criminal. Like how can that not be in your top four? And yeah, I love this film. It's the film that kickstarted everything. I think it flows really well. All the characters are done well, and it just feels. I enjoy it every time I watch it. I'm having fun. I love all the characters. I love Chewie. Chewie and Obi-Wan are my two favorite Star Wars characters of all time.
Also,
Um,
Amy, if you're watching this, bring back the Chewie cosplay.
yes, bring back Chewie.
Yeah.
Put it in your comments all the time. You just tell me to let it go. I won't let it go. Um, but no, I love this film. It's just brilliant. I think honestly, I don't find this film getting boring at all. Um, and maybe that's just because I'm a sucker for old stuff in general. Like
Yeah.
I love old music. I love old films like Rocky and films like that. Bless you.
Thank you.
Um, I just love it all. But yeah, this film is just like I can't explain. Like when you talk about films you're so passionate about, it's very very difficult to get it out there. But yeah,
That's like me. That's like me trying to find the reasons why I don't like movies.
yeah.
I just struggle to say I don't enjoy them because I enjoy everything.
What's your number four?
Number 4, you might be thinking it's a bit lower than you think it is, but it's The Last Jedi.
Okay.
I still really enjoy this movie, but after doing my rewatch just a few days ago for this, I realized some bits are not the greatest.
Yeah.
Like, Rose is a cool character, cool idea,
Mm.
but I just don't think she should have been with Finn. And why kiss Finn? I know kissing is completely
Yeah,
different.
I'm not a fan of that.
I think there's something in a comic or an encyclopedia that kissing isn't the same in Star Wars. They've tried to like clear it up and saying like it's sometimes just a thing to show warmth and friendship.
Yeah.
So I can understand
Sorry. It's just the context of the scene just implies like it's not just like warmth and comfort.
Mhm.
because she says it's like saving what we love and then kiss. Like, I think that's kind of like a shit excuse for that.
But I love Luke in this. This is
Yeah.
my favorite version of Luke. No one, and right, I'm going to say, Luke did not try and kill Kylo Ren or Ben Solo. Okay, we're gonna get this out there for anyone that tries to watch this video and thinks that Luke
We're
did not
getting
try,
very close here, Connor.
yeah, Luke did not try and kill Kylo Ren. Okay, it was a vision. Oh, it's frozen on you. But nah, Luke didn't try to kill Kylo Ren. He didn't. Don't say that. Okay, I'm not trying to gatekeep him. He just didn't.
Yeah.
Like, this book is really good. I recommend you reading the novelization. It really helps this book, the movie. Sorry.
Hmm.
I think, like I say, looks really good in this. Princess Leia was fantastic. I know they couldn't do certain things because I know she didn't film the whole of the movie. So respect to what they've done. I think Ryan Johnson is here we go. Ryan Johnson is the future of Star Wars. I think we've got loads of different directors with different points of view. But the rumored Ryan Johnson trilogy, I am on board with that. I love his style of Star Wars. I think visually pleasing, but a decent flowing story. Where I think if he made Force Awakens, we would all enjoy Force Awakens a bit more, because this movie felt like a Force Awakens kind of movie, because the Force was legit awakening in Rey.
Hmm.
So if we see him do his first a movie in a saga where he does the first, second, and third, I think we will respect him a bit more.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And your number 3?
My number 3, I think this is the one that we hopefully, I don't think we'll actually might agree on. Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
I think this movie is fantastic. I genuinely love Hoth. Hoth is my favorite planet.
I thought it was Camino.
Hoth and Camino.
Oh, okay.
Hoth is a great thing, and I just want to say it in canon more. Why are we not seeing it in canon more? I don't know. That just
Yeah.
answered me. I just answered my own question for no reason. Like, I want to see it more. I think Darth Vader was fantastic. Han Solo actually seemed likable in this movie. Leia was actually better
He seemed a
written.
lot more open in this movie, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was just gaining trust.
Yeah.
It's like, I think there is in the comics he does struggle to trust people. You see in Solo he's a bit untrustworthy.
Hmm.
I think I didn't like the Luke and Leia kiss, of course. That was something. That was the don't even want to know. But the lightsaber battle was fantastic. Great action in the air.
Yeah.
Um, did we get much different music, or was it the same as New Hope?
Oh, can't remember off the top of my head, mate.
I think we get the first appearance of the Emperor on
Yeah,
telecom.
yeah.
I think this movie is really good, and it's great seeing the difference in Darth Vader from this movie to Return of the Jedi.
Hmm.
Knowing he accepting that as his son, but then calling him his son in Return of the Jedi is beautiful.
Yeah.
And you can see the shifting character, seeing how
Yeah.
big of an impact Luke's putting on him.
And that shows how like good it is written, because you don't see the face, so it needs to be written well.
Mhm. And I think what they done with them was good. Again, they still didn't know what was going to happen in the third movie, so they still had to like do a decent enough backstory. Yoda is incredible. I think his little hut is great, and I just want
Yeah.
to live. I just want to live on that little cute hut. I love this movie. Fantastic. These top 3 movies, I would watch them endlessly back to back. They might as well be tied first. They might as well be these movies.
Yeah. Fair enough. My
Right.
number 3
Mhm.
is Empire Strikes Back.
Let's go. Finally, I knew we were gonna get one. I looked at it straight away. I was like, me and Harrison are having the same ones here.
Yeah, you highlighted a lot of it, to be fair. And the one bit that like you brought up at the end, this is my favorite version of Yoda in this
Mhm.
one. He's always got that sort of like sass about him,
Mhm.
isn't he? But in this one, it's just it's just enjoyable. I love it. I love
I
Yoda
love
in this.
Yoda. I love Yoda winding.
Mm, Luke up, yeah,
Yeah, because he's showing that he is Anakin's son. They're both really impatient.
yeah.
And Yoda just winding him up is hilarious.
It's just yeah. I can understand why people put it so high on
Mhm.
their list, like first.
Mm.
Again, I feel like there's certain bits are a little bit boring, like the build up to getting to Cloud City and stuff. I find a little bit boring with that handful of characters. And
Please
that's
tell me.
the only reason.
Please tell me that you disliked the Luke and Leia kiss, please.
No, that turned me on. Um,
Oh. Oh. Don't clip that, please. Don't. No one clip that.
no,
That
but
gets
you know
on
what I
my
mean. Like
head.
it was, of course, it was like with context. When you're watching that film for the first time, you have no idea they're brother and sister.
Mm.
Um,
I don't even think George Lucas had an idea what he was
no,
doing then.
no. Well, I mean, it might have just been a kiss to show
It was
comfort
just
and.
to. Nah, I think it was just a wind hand solo up.
But yeah, like
Ooh.
again, you highlighted everything that I like about the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to throw a negative in there. I have to. I'm a twat.
Mm.
Um, yeah, that's my only negative. Just like that handful of characters, I'm not a fan. I like the focus on Luke's training,
Mhm.
and everything like that. But as soon as we shift away from Luke, I fall a little bit out of love with the film.
Fair
But
enough.
it's still a great film. Like you said, like it's top three for a reason of Star
Mhm.
Wars.
Right.
But my number two is Return of the Jedi.
Oh shit. Shit. Forgot. Yeah.
I think this film is criminally underrated.
Mhm.
I love this film. I love the Battle of Endor. Love the build up. This film is just the one film I watch, and I'm like, this is my favorite of the original trilogy. It's a brilliant conclusion to this trilogy to the point where let's be real, they didn't have to do the sequels.
Yeah.
And it's a trilogy that has actually been like ended purposefully at the time. Like it was it ended there at the time for like they cut that off. I know obviously George Lucas had ideas for a sequel, um, but it's just a perfect ending in my opinion. I love it. Darth Vader gets his redemption and finally sees his son with his own eyes. Um, the film is brilliant. I love it. Yeah, there's not much I can really talk about it. I don't find it slow. I don't find it boring at all.
Mm.
Just the start I find quite entertaining. Like it kind of shows us like a fair amount of time has passed and shows us what each character is doing, and it's like this elaborate sort of plan at
Yeah.
the start, which I really enjoy. I like on the contrary to what you said, I personally really enjoyed the start. I didn't find it dragged out at all.
I think it's cool to start. I just think it just takes a while to
Yeah.
get to the main part, which we all want to see.
Mm. And then it's like they rescue him, and then it's just like Luke's just like, all right, see you later, fuck off, and
Yeah,
he
I
goes.
don't understand that. It's like, right, I'm off to Dagobah, bye.
Yeah, yeah. I do get that. That's like a little funny, but I think that kind of adds to my enjoyment. It's just got that sort of, it's got personality, and when a film has personality, I love it. But yeah,
Yeah. Right. My second, well, my first, but is also second, we'll say. So it's like I said, my top three are pretty much my first, anyways.
yeah.
So it's The Force Awakens. This is the first ever Star Wars movie I've ever went to see in cinemas. So I'm clearly probably blinded a little bit by nostalgia, which is not a bad thing. You said it.
Mm.
Like watching this movie, I just love it. I get what you mean the characters are sidelined, but we do get a decent amount of story for each character. Obviously,
Yeah,
I think what we were looking for was Finn to be a Jedi, Rey to be a Jedi, but we didn't get that, and I wish we did. But what we did get is we did get what we think. What is Rey? Who is Rey? What is Kylo going to do next since he killed Han? I think Maz Kanata was criminally underused. We definitely could have got this character used more. She gives Rey the lightsaber, then just talks in there, Rise of Skywalker, and that's it.
yeah. I completely forgot Mars Kanala even existed, to be honest.
She freaked me the fuck out. I watched that movie. She took her
She
goggles off.
freaked me the fuck out.
She took her goggles off and comes right close to the screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine that in 3D.
that was oh my god. I think this movie was great, and it was the only time more than 2 people came to the cinema to watch that movie. We all stood up and clapped at the end as well, which was not cringe because we didn't whistle. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, The
No,
Force
that's fair.
Awakens,
That's fair.
good movie. Captain Phasma was built up to be this great character, and I didn't like her dying in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, she seemed like a character that was just kind of tossed. I feel like that was kind of an issue with the sequels in general. They kind of they made such cool characters and then just kind of like piss off.
I think with The Last Jedi, some deaths didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
And some things maybe I think it would have been cooler if we had Hooks die instead. Like Hooks would fight and he would die in The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
That's when we get Richard E. Grant's character, the big evil that helped Palpatine then. He could have
Yeah.
been cool. And then him and Kylo have this evil thing, whereas Hooks was just like a little kid, we'll say.
Mm.
And now, Rogue One is my favorite ever Star Wars movie. I watched that movie and I cannot fault that movie.
Yeah.
I can see where people might not like it, but I enjoy it. I was watching that movie saying I cannot fault this movie.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
genuinely can. There's so many hidden Easter eggs with the Darksaber Easter egg. There's like, did you catch a Darksaber Easter egg? It's when she's
I
going
haven't
through
watched it in ages. I haven't watched it in ages.
where Cassian and her are going through the files on Scarif, and they say Project Black Saber, and that's just a code word on Moff Gideon trying to get the Darksaber.
Oh, okay.
It's when she finds out that Stardust is the name for the Death Star plan.
Yeah, I haven't watched that film in a long time.
It generally is.
So yeah.
It's so cool. I've said it before, but seeing Rogue One, the Rebels fighting, not knowing what's gonna happen, is beautiful. The music is fantastic. It looks great. The characters are likable. Cassian was a bit of a dick, but he was meant to be a dick.
He's such an unforgettable character in my opinion.
I think Cassian was definitely meant to be a dick. I think we wanted to hate him, but I think I am looking forward to the show. Hopefully, because it's obviously set because he dies in Rogue One. I think it's set before, so it'll be cool to see what it was. And I would love to know if he mixed with the Bad Batch at all, because it's going to be set around the same time, and maybe we could see him in season 2 of the Bad Batch and have them cross. Because that would be cool. Because he'd be like teenager, yeah. So that would be cool. Rogue One, like I say, is great. I love K2SO. K2SO is like so sarcastic, and I love sarcasm. So he's great. Lor Santeca. No, that's not his name.
Who's the blind guy? What's his name?
Chirrut Imwe.
I like him. He was funny.
Yeah, he was cool. Well, it's not Lor Santeca. What's his name? Saul Guerrero. There we go. I think he's cool. You definitely need to play Jedi Fallen Order if you haven't already.
I have,
because he's in that, and like it gives you a bit more backstory. He's in the Bad Batch. It gives you a backstory.
Gave up with Bad Batch. Found it boring.
You generally need to watch it, mate. Like, I know you don't enjoy it, but like, even if you just watch the last episode, Like, but yeah, Rogue One is great. Like, we don't need this movie, but I do think if you want to sit down and enjoy what people think Star Wars is like in the air fights with blasters and a lightsaber, go watch this movie. It's not a bad movie where you go, this doesn't need to, but this shouldn't be a movie, but also like it's a good movie. I really fucking love it. It's a 10 out, well, not 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 for me. All these movies are good in their own way, but this one just ticks every box pretty much for me.
Fair enough.
Big shout out to Sunflower Stardust. She's a cosplayer creator that loves Rogue One too, and we need to get her on the podcast sometime.
Maybe one day. My number one, Revenge of the Sith.
I wish I did like that movie. I really do.
I mean, it's literally the one film I have a poster of in my room, like one star. I also have the Sabak cards from Han Solo.
Damn.
Oh, from Solo, I should say. Yeah.
Right. I need to ask your opinion. Do you get what I mean? That Anakin feels a bit moany, and I know he's meant to be, but he feels just a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I think that just shows how like it just shows how broken of a character he actually is. Like he didn't start off evil, he's just a broken character. And I think that's why I like it. Like obviously the first two films are meant to build up that relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan, which is done well. Maybe it could have been done better, like I think it was done well.
The Clone Wars helped it very.
Yeah, but I hadn't watched the Clone Wars for a long time. Like I rewatched it properly. I'd only ever watched like the first 2-3 seasons. But I watched it all for season 7. And it does make it better, to be fair, but at the same time, I think this film just is beautiful in the fact that we slowly see the Palpatine show what he's been like. He comes out of the woodwork. It's like, bitches, this is what I've been working on for the past 2 movies. And you had no idea. And it shows how smart and powerful he is, but also shows the descent into the darkness of Anakin. And I think that's why I love it so much, because it shows that darkness, and that descent.
Yeah, I agree. I think what we've had is pretty valid rankings. We haven't. I mean,
any ranking is valid.
Yeah, I think, like I said, everything, but we like between us two, there's nothing being crazy. Apart from maybe me saying The Revenge of the Sith is my 7th favorite movie, but but yeah, I think it's been good. How long has it actually been? It hasn't been actually that long. We've been doing
just under an hour, yeah.
Damn, because I've got my YouTube LED light on. It's just about to hit an hour. So.
Oh damn. Right. But yeah, no. Let us know who's
ranking you more agree with.
Yeah, whose ranking you agree with more.
And also put your ranking down below as well.
No, we'd love to read your rankings. But yeah, no. Also, just a little thing. I've finally made my return to my personal YouTube. I don't know if you watched the video, Connor.
I have. Yeah, I'm like halfway through it. So.
Did you enjoy it, or are you enjoying it?
It's very well set out. It's very well edited.
Thank you. So I thought, for people who have gotten to the end of this video, I will give you a sneak peek of my next video.
Oh.
So this is where we're getting a little bit of a tester.
Oh no.
I'm going to share my screen. So this is either going to go like horribly or amazing.
Right, make a nice unflattering face as it crashes. So if it crashes on that, it'll be great.
Right, here we are. Can we see it?
Well, it's loading now. So
it's loading. Here we are. Here is
Marvel's masterpiece.
Oh, this is the. Oh, okay. I've put it. There we go. Oh. Look, that is the thumbnail. Oh, here's a little sneak piece. You can kind of see, but yeah, no, that is a little sneak peek. Whether or not that actually worked, we're gonna have to wait and see, because we just done that and it didn't work. But yeah,
I think it seemed like it worked. It just like it was a bit laggy at times. Yeah. But we've got the concept of what your next video is gonna be.
But anyway, guys, is there anything you want to add on to the end, Connor? Or?
Once again, just follow Maren Kestis. She's got a new book out. If I can convince Harrison, I might put it in the description.
Well, I mean, you have access to the description as well. There's nothing.
That's very true, because I don't know if you noticed, like I changed the thumbnails to like a nice picture of us two. There's like a picture when originally with me, you, and Choco, and we're all got one mouse open at the same time. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try and find a picture where we're both like smiling at Choco.
Right. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but sometimes you get shorter ones, all right? It's average size, all right? It's average. All right?
Nah, I'm 5'5". I found out today.
Yeah, it's average size.
Yeah. It's okay, Harrison. It's okay. Right. We move on to the next one.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later when we talk about Doctor Strange. That will be our next episode when we're talking about Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I'm gonna. That movie's gonna be fantastic.
Yes. Also, Connor, do you want to see the leak for Doctor Strange?
You fuck off.
Because it got ruined for me.
Oh my, what is that? Are you?
I'll tell you now. Yeah, it's me. This is like zoomed in onto the leak. I could show you the leak right now. Completely ruin the film for you.
You'll ruin the movie for everyone.
I know with this account, I'll also get. I don't actually have it. I don't actually have it.
Was that face you trying to copy off the Pog face? Damn. Also,
But no,
look,
thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see you on the next one.
YouTube.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes, for all time, always.
But yes, we will see you on the next time. Enjoy yourselves. Remember to stay safe.
Unmask
yeah.
the truth.
Peace.
Bye.